Hey guys, this is Taquita Scorpio Sun Tarot reading. Today I'm doing a message for the sign or the earth signs. This is going to be for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're going to be looking at what you need to know right now. This can pertain to anything, finances. This could be your career, money, finances. This can be love or just personal things, spiritual things that you're dealing with, family, friends, anything. Okay. So, right now, your main energy surrounding you right now, what you need to know is the train card. The train card is about your journey, your path, your spiritual walk. For me, it's like lessons learned. Okay. What you like, pretty much what you need to know right now. Now, I do have the Five of Pentacles reversed with the Lovers and the Three of Cups reversed. Um, I'm mainly getting like for some of you, this may not be like a romantic relationship, but this could be like a partnership or a friend or a family member. But what I'm getting is I feel like a lot of you are right now recovering from some debt that you may have had. I do see that there is a little bit of relief and you're, having some kind of positive change. I do feel like you were betrayed by a toxic friend or somebody in your family, but it could be a friend or somebody who is like family that is a friend, but I'm getting that energy. I definitely feel like there could have been an energy where it was a one-sided connection, one-sided relationship. This could be a job, a boss or a company you work for. Maybe you were putting in a lot of work and effort in, but you weren't getting paid where you felt like you were needed to get paid. I do feel like if this is a relationship, there was infidelities. There's a lot of disharmony between you and another person. I really feel like there was a strong imbalance between you and someone else. But I feel like you're recovering from that. If you took a hit, some of you, like if you were in a relationship, you may have felt left out in the cold, rejected, disregarded. Like you may not have felt supported by this person. Again, I feel like you're recovering from that. Others of you, if this is like, financial related, or like you had a situation where somebody like a friend or someone betrayed you, maybe they stole from you, or you gave too much money, maybe you let them borrow money and they never paid you back or something like that. It's like I see you recovering. You did take a hit. You may have gone into debt in regard behind this situation. So that's what I'm getting. Now, I also have the Temperance in reverse with the Six of Cups reverse. This is more imbalanced energy. There's a lot of imbalanced energy here, okay? So whoever you are dealing with, whatever you are dealing with, it was definitely one-sided. It was like, I'm getting this scale and I feel like all of the weight is on your end and none of it is on their end. I have with the Six of Cups in reverse, I do feel like you're stuck in the past in regards to something. It could be something where you're in denial, you're having a hard time letting go or making peace with something. You may have a lot of regrets. You may even feel like you made some needless sacrifices with the Hangman in reverse here. Like you felt like you did all of this, like all of this was for nothing. I did all of this. I put all of this energy and I put all this money towards this and it was for nothing. And I feel like, maybe you were self-indulging. Maybe you were overspending, doing a lot of like spending your money or throwing your money away, eating out a lot or whatever. But nowadays, eating out and eating in it costs you about the same, right? But I feel like you're in denial or you're in the past or you're having a hard time letting something go and you regret some things that you've done in the past, whether it's with the person or, some personal stuff when it comes to your finances. If this was a connection, I feel like there was a lot of discord or a lot of extremes with this person. Like maybe you had a lot of highs and a lot of lows, really high highs and really low lows. I do have the Eight of Swords reverse, Ace of Swords reverse. I feel like you also may have missed opportunities behind this situation. Like I just really feel like you're just really just ain't like very like damn like I could have went a different way or I could have did things differently. Whether this is something you've done to yourself or a relationship you had with someone and you just feel like you just did all of this for nothing. Like I feel like you have to face your fears, you have to empower yourself and you have to release this because holding on to it, you're just going to drown. You're just going to drown in fears, you're just going to drown in regrets. You may have felt like things weren't fair. I do feel like, some of you could even be dealing with a legal situation behind this with the person. And again, there's a lot of stagnancy that's going on. You may feel like there's no progression, or things are moving slow, or things are stagnant, like as far as your flow, your finances, your money, things of that nature. Or even just if it's a relationship, just you may feel like, you're slow to heal, slow to progress and move forward. Maybe you feel like you have this block where you can't get past something. If this is like something behind like work or finances or a career, or some type of creative project, you may feel like you have a creative block right now, and you just don't have the energy or the passion to do something right now because of everything that's going on. The snake card was at the bottom of the deck, which is about somebody pretending, somebody who's untrustworthy, somebody who is very sneaky. So you could have been dealing with somebody who expressed or showed these behaviors and these characteristics. I have the strength card, the fool, the tower in reverse, and the magician. These are all major arcanas, and they were at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that you need the courage, you need to find the strength to move past this. You have to have the inner strength and just stare fear in the face and move past this. I feel like you need to have a new beginning. You need to take a leap of faith. You need to take a risk into the unknown. Do something that you're not used to do that's different. You may have to step outside your comfort zone. Can be a little kind of crazy, but you have to kind of do this to kind of get past this point. I definitely feel like with the tower in reverse, you can be trying to avoid a disaster, like trying to avoid to making things worse than what they are. Maybe you feel like, well, if I do this, I'll just be making things worse, so I'll just kind of not do it. And spirit is like, no, because I feel like that's you just trying to avoid a disaster, and you're delaying the inevitable. Like, it's going to happen. Whatever is going to go, it's going to go. I feel like whatever happened here, whether this is your finances, how you were dealing with your finances, or even if this is a relationship, it was not built on a solid foundation from the beginning. So you just have to let the tower fall, let the tower burn, so that you can build something more solid and stable. And then with the magician card here, spirit is trying to say you have the power of manifestation. They're trying to say, what is your desire? What do you want for yourself? You have to create these things, and in order to do that, you have to have the willpower and the strength, and you have to believe it. You have to send good energy out into the universe so that it can come to you. That is how you manifest. I feel like you may have not been in touch with yourself, or feel like you're out of touch. Maybe you feel like somebody was playing games with you and manipulating the situation. But the universe is saying that you have to take the hand that you were dealt with, and you got to sometimes make lemonade out of lemons, okay? And you have to deal with the hand you were dealt. This is the path, this is the journey that you are on, and you have to make the best of this path and of this journey. And you have the power of manifestation. You can alter and create this situation to benefit you in the way that you need it for yourself. So it's just, I feel like your reading is a lot about like letting go of a lot of stuff that you may have been holding on to, maybe regrets and things like that, and know that you can turn the situation around and things can get better. No matter what or who did something to you, you have control over what you do and how you perceive further. Even though you don't have control over what somebody did to you, you have control over how you respond, how you get back up, how you move forward from that. So that is what I have for you, earth signs. Please follow, leave a comment, and if you're interested in a personal reading, reach out. Bye, guys.